Hello.
Hello, and welcome back to Everything Is. This week, we're covering hobbies.
Yes.
So many things going on in everyone's lives, but what hobbies do you keep up, Lauren?
You know, that's a really great question. I used to be a really big reader when I was a kid. I used to draw a lot. I still kind of do, but I think I paint more now. Kind of, but it's like for class. I don't know. I've been more into journaling. What about you?
I feel like I used to journal a lot.
Yeah.
I tried to keep up a daily journal for a long period of my life.
I get so on and off with those.
Yeah, it's really hard to write every single day, and then I stopped for a really long time, and I haven't written in that journal for almost over a year now.
I have been using my journal also to keep notes in my classes, which makes me use it every day.
That's beautiful.
No matter what.
I keep a separate notebook, which I don't think feels the same because it's not a journal. It's like, at least to me.
Yeah.
I love bullet journaling. I used to do that a lot. That's something that I'll talk about later because it's something that I really, really want to get back into. I feel like I tend to get really perfectionist with a lot of the art that I create.
Yeah.
And then it made me like not want to create for a really long time because everything. Anyways, we're going to talk about that later. So,
everything is.
I too loved to read. I feel like over COVID, I got really, really into reading.
Really?
Yeah, I loved reading. I feel like now I read a lot on my phone, but I don't read a lot of books. So it's like, that's something that I want to start doing again. I want to start reading again, like full books, complete books. And also keeping track of the books that I'm reading. Cause I just like, something that I like about Letterboxd is that like, it's like a diary for myself.
Yeah. I also have like my anime list, although I haven't been watching anime really. And I don't remember every show that I've watched because I only recently got the app. And so haven't logged everything correctly.
Truly. It's like, it's also like, I don't know, laziness on my side too.
Yeah.
I need to just get better at, quicker.
Yeah.
But something that I really want to get, so I used to like draw casually and I really want to get back into that, even if it's like I like doing like little things in my notebooks and stuff. And I think that that's just like a beautiful little thing. And I got this watercolor notebook for Christmas.
Ooh.
And I was thinking like I could even get,
I know about this one, I think.
Literally, I could even get one of those little like travel watercolor sets or something. And then, because the thing about me is that I feel like I get urges to be creative in like spurts randomly throughout the day. And so the thing about me is that I am on campus and I don't have like things to create with. So usually I'll just like end up, scrolling on social media.
Yes.
But basically, I want to like try to keep something with me that gives me the advantage to create whenever I have the opportunity to.
Yeah.
It's like, even if it's like 45 minutes in between like things that I have to do that day or like an hour, like, you know what I mean? It's like something physical that I can create in that portion of time that, Yeah, I'm rambling about the same thing, but yeah, you get it.
Yeah. I think that's like the notebook that I have that I use for school, I use to journal, whatever. I do want to use it to like draw more because I really, God, I get so perfectionistic about things. It's really bad. And I'm really trying to like let myself be okay with doing things badly, especially when it comes to like more creative things. Like, yes, I want to do them well. I want them to look pretty. I want them to like be all these things, but I know that they're not always going to be like that, and that's okay. And struggling a little bit is how you try new things and how you grow. And like, I used to draw all the time and I used to be pretty good at it. I'm not as good at it anymore.
You're still really good at it though.
And not in my opinion, but thank you. And like, yeah, even like, with painting, I take a painting class and that's where I paint. I don't paint in my free time, even though I want to. I want to say I don't have the time for it, but that's not true anymore.
Yeah.
I do. Although I've been getting back into baking and cooking, which makes me feel kind of like a housewife because then my roommate comes home from their full-time job and eats what I make. And so I feel kind of housewife-ish, but I'm okay with that. Not being a housewife, but like that someone else gets to come home and enjoy what I've made.
Yeah.
Feels nice. And I just made a red velvet cake from scratch. I still have to decorate it. I made the frosting last night, but I didn't decorate it yet. And it felt really good just making it.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. But you're naturally like, you love providing things for people.
What can I say?
I love that. But
I'm
honestly,
I'm an entertainer, a provider.
A provider.
Yeah. Well, I'm an ESFP and an ENTP, which is like protagonist.
I love that.
Which I think also makes sense.
You give main character energy.
Thanks.
I love that. And I'm the quirky best friend.
So off track.
Okay. So anyways.
No, I definitely agree with a lot of what you were saying where like now whenever I'm bored, I just go on my phone or like I turn on the TV or like I do something digital. And I think like since the internet has gotten so much popular than it did like since we were kids, like yes, video games have been a thing for a really long time, but they've become so much more accessible. Or things like social media. Like I will fully say Instagram and TikTok is a hobby.
It truly is.
Yeah, like it's a job. It's a job too. And like I think so many people nowadays just go on social media because it's easy or like have like phone games and that's what they do when they're bored. And I'm absolutely guilty of this too. My leisure time, that is my hobby now. I decorate my house. I play little coffee games. When I get out of work, being a barista, I go make coffee virtually. Right.
Yeah, and I am no stranger to like I love games that are really repetitive.
Mm-hmm.
So like Block Blast, no stranger to Block Blast.
I need to start playing Block Blast again.
It truly took over my phone. I loved Candy Crush Candy Crush is a game that I go back to over and over and over again. It's like my mom got me into it actually.
Yeah.
But
I really liked I want to get back into Geometry Dash. I saw someone playing Geometry Dash and it like reignited the spark within me. I also really liked that one like running game.
Subway Surfers
and the other one, Temple Run.
I loved Temple Run. Temple Run 2.
Yes.
Love Temple Run 2.
I've gotten back into Minecraft.
I love that.
Oh my God.
Honestly, I feel like video gaming is a hobby.
It is, fully.
And I used to play video games a lot. That's something that I've also thinking about getting back into because I loved playing Minecraft. Honestly, we could play Minecraft together.
Can we please?
Because I feel like it's such like a bonding opportunity between friends, you know?
Yeah.
And it's
we
something
can have a
that
server.
Yes, exactly.
Wait, what do you play it on?
A PC.
Okay, I play it on the Switch, but I think we might.
I think it's fine.
It on together. If it's
because it's like cross.
Bedrock.
I think it's.
If it's Bedrock, it should be fine.
Yeah.
Online. Yeah.
But basically.
Yeah. Yeah. No, but even like video games, even though virtual has become something that like really has replaced hobbies, like I think video games are still totally a valid hobby. And like, yeah, it's so crazy to think about because actually doing a hobby nowadays seems like so much work because it is something that you have to put time into. And if you're someone who is a bit of a perfectionist or like even just anxious, like if it's not good, if you're not immediately good at it, it's really hard. And like I keep saying that I want to keep playing the guitar. I have not touched my guitar in like since the summer.
Yeah.
I want to. Even my piano. I brought my keyboard like to my apartment and I play it sometimes, but like, oh my God, then I have to sit down and actually try and do it. And it's not going to be as easy as I want it to be. And that's so frustrating.
Yeah. I'm so guilty of like, I'll talk and no play or something like that. Like
all bite and no bark.
Oh yes, exactly. It's like I talk so much game. I'm like, oh yes, I'd love to do this. I really want to do this. I'm planning on doing this. And then it's like months go by and none of those things come true.
No.
None of those things
I started reading Lolita, which I know. It's whatever. Like in August, maybe not August. No, around August. I'm like maybe halfway through. Not because it's a hard book, just because I forget about it. It's something that I would have to like carry with me. And like, and I hate reading online. I still read fan fiction, but
it feels like the thing feels so hard to start. And that's why like something that I've actually tried to do recently is setting smaller goals for myself. And I'm applying that to my hobbies as well. And I feel like it's been doing a lot for me as someone that has a really difficult time taking on a large, like if the task at the end is really large, then my brain has a really hard time quantifying how many things I'll necessarily have to do to get to the end goal. So like in my head, I'm like, I've had this bullet journal for like, I've used it for like at least a couple of months. Like I've had it for like a year and then I haven't used it in a year. And I'm like, I want to get back into it. But then I'm like, but then I have to like take out everything and I have to dedicate time to sit down and I have to like find inspiration and then I have to create and then I have to like, and it's like, no, you don't.
Yeah.
It's like you could open that book. You could open that book up and sit there with it open and maybe you'll make something and maybe you won't.
Yeah.
And it's like, small steps is really where I'm trying to get at. It's like do what makes you happy and leave it where it doesn't. And like I'm really huge. I heard someone in a video call it like a completionist.
Mm-hmm.
I love doing things until it's completely done. And so it's like I feel like I will just like leave it and then not be able to come back to it because the same inspiration was not there. And then it'll be half completed.
Guilty.
Exactly. And then I feel guilty about not finishing it.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to give myself space and be like, hey, it's okay. That's just what that was meant for that type of art. You know what I mean? It's like this piece of art was meant to finish here because I'm the creator and I decide when it's done and I decide that it's done.
Yeah.
And if I want to come back to it, that's okay too. But right now I'm saying I don't want to do that. And so I'm not going to make myself feel bad about it.
I don't see myself as someone who's like a quitter, but I do rage quit. Like when I'm drawing and I'm not satisfied how it's going, I'm tearing that up. No one is seeing that ever. Or like if I'm trying to play my guitar and something is not going how I want it to, nope, I'm done. You know what? I actually didn't want to play that much in the first place. Like I actually don't care. Well, no, like you do care. That's why
true.
You are trying to play it.
That's very true. I too tend to rage quit.
Yeah. And I think like part of that has something to do with like ADHD and stuff, especially the like considering how many steps everything takes. Like, oh, then I have to like take it out of the case and I have to sit down and I have to dedicate like 30 minutes to do it. And that's like so much time and I could be doing all these other things with it. Am I going to do those other things? No, probably not. I'll think about them. Will I actually do them? Not in that time, no.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I just scroll on my phone.
Yeah. And that's honestly like something that's been really plaguing me. It's like I feel like I want to take out time. Like I'll have the thought and I'll be like, oh, like I have an hour to spare. Maybe I'll sit down now and like do a little page of my bullet journal. And then I take out my phone and I open up Instagram and then I scroll and I scroll and I scroll and then I look at the time and it's like, oh, 30 minutes has already passed. Well, I don't have enough time now. So I might as well just stay here. And then I'll switch applications and look at something else.
Yeah.
It's like, honestly, and I've realized it happening a lot more often now that I have more time in my schedule.
Yeah.
Because it's like that last year was like really busy and like hectic for a lot of it. And so like all the little time that I had, if I was spending it on social media, it felt like it was like a reward.
Yes.
It was like, I just finished a day's worth of work and I'm exhausted and I'm going to scroll on my phone because it requires no thinking and I've done so much thinking today. Literally,
like I've had a 12-hour day. Yes, I'm going to sit here. I'm going to go on my phone and I'm going to let myself do nothing for a little bit.
Exactly. And so like something that I want to do, even on days like that where it's like, maybe it's still a full day, I want to go home and be like, okay, what can I do today? Like, what can I make today? Because honestly, like it reminds me, like sillily, like funnily enough, it reminds me of like those videos of like the people that are influencers, but are also like full-time something else. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like, if they can like work or like even people that work 2 jobs, it's like if people can work 2 jobs and like I can sit down and do something that's not hard and will benefit me in the long run but feels like a lot of work now. And it's like I always enjoy it so much more once I'm doing it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just the idea of doing it that gets me.
Yeah.
It's like,
Yeah. I'm like trying to study for my LSAT, and it's so much. It's just like the individual practices really aren't that hard. And it's things that I've already learned. And like a lot of it is just watching videos. But the idea that this is leading up to something so big, like the perfectionist side really comes out where I'm like, no, I need to ace this right away. Like I need to like be so good at these practices during these lessons. Like I need to do everything perfectly or else I'm going to fail and my entire future is going to be a waste. And then I just get like so anxious about it where I just end up not studying.
yeah. And perfection, it's like, it's either like perfection or nothing.
And
then nothing happens.
Yeah. I'm a kind of person who I'm all or nothing. Like I need to be obsessed or else I don't care.
Yeah.
But the thing is, like, sometimes when I care so much and I am so obsessed, like, I really care about my future. I have a goal in mind. I know what I want to do. I know what I have to do to get there. But then I actually have to do it to get there. And that's the killer. And, like, yeah. But I think, like, what you were saying about second jobs is really interesting because, like, with so many hobbies, like, I think about this a lot with art. A lot of people, or like crochet, a lot of my friends like crochet, and something that they say that they always hear is like, oh, like you should sell stuff. Or like with artists, like I know so many people who draw and they're like, people are like, oh my God, like do you do commissions? And I think that it's so interesting because I feel like so often nowadays people can't do things just to do them, or at least like with physical things or even like digital art. People can't create things without it needing a purpose.
Exactly. It's like attaching monetary value to it will make the time spent more valuable.
Yeah.
I feel like it's a very American mindset.
Absolutely. But I feel like even if people don't go into that with that mindset, like it eventually is pushed
like thrust upon them. Yeah. Honestly, I've even seen it like within like my friends and stuff. Like they'll make something and then people be like, oh my God, like, can I buy that? Like, will you make one for me? Like, can I buy that from you? And it's like, do they want to monetize their value? Because also it goes into something that people like don't really consider when it comes to art creation is like a monetary value on a piece of art when it comes from a small creator, like when it comes from someone like that, is not going to be as cheap as it comes from, like when it comes from like, I don't know, like a major manufacturer.
Yeah.
And so it's like, one, there's all of that. But two, some people just want to enjoy the art that they want to make.
Yeah.
It's like they don't have to monetize everything that they do.
No, completely. Like I actually just, one of my friends was over last night and my roommate crochets. And they made me this really beautiful scarf for Christmas and I love it so much. And they were like showing our friend one of their hats and he was like, oh my God, like, can you make me one? Like, can I buy one? And they're like, yeah, like, dude, I'll just make you one, like, whatever. He was like, no, like, how much should I give you? They're like, dude, you don't have to. He was like, no, like, how much? They're like, I don't know, maybe like $5. Like some people just do it for the love of the game.
Exactly. It's like wanting to share.
Yeah.
Wanting to share that. It's like supporting community.
Absolutely. I think community is a huge part of it because so much with community is sharing resources, sharing like the amount of trade. Yeah. Trade. Sorry. The amount of love that is put into things, like it's just, it goes beyond money. Not everyone does things for money. And I think that is underrated nowadays. I think everyone is expected to do things for money. And, you know, I do think that is something special about radio is that we have things like podcasts where people do this for a job and like it gets monetized. They get paid for it. People will be on-air hosts like as a job. Even like blogging, people write columns for newspapers, for magazines, for journals, things like Substack where you can get sponsors. Like, but
this is a position.
Yeah, people are here because they want to be, and I think that's beautiful.
Yeah, I agree. It's like, and honestly, that kind of puts into perspective like how radio is a hobby.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, sure, we have like talking.
Yeah.
But I mean, like, writing is a huge hobby.
Yeah.
We have people who write poetry, like creative writers. Like, hello, we were both blog directors. We know people write.
Exactly. It's like, it's honestly such a hub of creativity. That's something
Yeah.
that like, I feel like that's something that I love about, like, honestly about hobbies in general, is that there's such a wide variety that people
Yeah.
can truly pick anything that resonates with them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I don't know, writing is it was such an important thing in my life. And
Mhm.
I think being in school kind of squashed it a little bit.
Really?
I feel like writing so much for my classes kind of drained out like the creative writing like energy. I want to get back into it because it's just like been such an important part of my life. And I think it really, I don't know, I think it's a healing experience.
Yeah. I kind of had like the opposite experience where I never really liked writing when I was a kid. I think it's just because I struggled with like creative writing. And when I was a kid, that's all that I thought writing for fun could be. But through school, like I had to do a lot of like research papers. And call me a freak, but I enjoy research papers. I think I really like the structure of them. I like how you have a specific point and everything you do revolves around that one point. And you kind of have like an argument and like, just like with the use of like, I don't know, like ethos, pathos, whatever. These ways that you argue for this particular point really spoke to me. And so that's like, that's kind of what I do in my blog. It's like, either I'm researching a certain topic revolving around trends or fashion or aesthetics, or I'm just using it kind of like a diary. Like I am a very reflective person. And so a good amount of my blogs are like very reflective things. But like before college, really, I was not a fan of writing for fun. I didn't like it because I didn't know that there was anything more you could do for fun other than like creative writing or poetry. And like I like poetry, but yeah.
It's just not like where you find yourself resonating with.
No.
Yeah. Honestly, I think that, and that's the beauty of like meeting new people and exploring new things. Because honestly, I have to agree. Like when I first started off being a blogger, I only really wrote like researched things.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would research stuff and then write about it, or like I would really like structure it like pretty academically. And I think that honestly that kind of drained out some of my energy as being a blogger a little bit, because it was like I was putting myself in situations that I didn't really want to be in, just because I like to put I have an idea of what I should be doing.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm like, oh, this is what I should be doing, so this is what I will do,
Mm-hmm.
even if it's not something that I want to be doing, which I think also transfers over into like other hobbies of mine. It's like, I don't know, it's like even when I'm reading, sometimes I would give myself like a timeline. It's
Yeah.
like, this is a book that I should be able to finish within 2 weeks. And then the 2 weeks
Yeah.
would go by and I'm like, oh, I didn't finish. And then it's like, I would make myself feel bad for not hitting this invisible goal that I set
Yeah.
for myself. And so it's like, that's something that I feel like, or like sometimes because when I bullet journal, I use Pinterest a lot as like inspiration. And hey, you know what? People are different and some people are more talented than I, and that is okay. Or like more skilled, I should say. Like I will get there eventually.
Yeah.
But it was like, it would get to a point where like I'm trying to like not necessarily replicate exactly, but like for the most part, like something that I saw online that I really, really liked. And then it's like mine just, I think looks a lot worse than theirs. And then it's like I can't hit this invisible goal, and then it makes me feel bad for even trying in the first place.
I so get that, especially because like when I was a kid, I was reading all of the time. I would knock out like a 200, 300 page book in a day. Easy.
Yeah.
No sweat. And like, oh my God, like I was reading all the time, and I'm a fast reader. I could read really, really, really fast. And now I've had this book for months and I just have barely touched it. And it's a book that I should be able to finish in a couple days.
Yeah.
Granted, I, to an extent, had more time than I do now, or like I had less responsibilities. But still, I have free time. I could be reading. And instead, what do? Watch Supernatural?
Yeah,
Like-
exactly. It's like media has taken over my hobbies,
Yeah,
like almost completely.
completely.
Yeah. And then it's like I've started like now if it's not social media, then it's like a show.
Yeah.
Or it's like I'll I'll even like scroll on like streaming platforms and be like, nothing, like no show sounds good. I'm just gonna watch a movie instead. Like it's like instead of putting it down and picking up maybe something else, I'm like, well, no YouTube video sounds good. Social media doesn't sound good. A show doesn't sound good. So I guess I'll just watch a movie instead.
Yeah.
And it's like that shouldn't be like that shouldn't, you know what I mean?
Yeah, it's hard.
Trying to take that out of my like daily schedule and trying to implant more of a positive and creative mindset.
And I do think that is something that is being reflective in like society in general, because I feel like online, boo. I've seen a lot of people like talking about wanting to return to physical media, wanting to like get back into hobbies, wanting to go out more, like, and do things, because I feel like I feel like Gen Z in particular has been hit with this because, you know, we were kind of like coming of age during COVID. Yes, to an extent, everyone was. But for us, this happened like in the middle of high school. Some people at the end of high school. Some people like the beginning of their college year, like ages where you should be going out, meeting people, having fun. Like, and to an extent, that was really taken away from us and like absolutely stunted the socialization of Gen Z. And so I feel like a lot of people have a hard time like going out, or just have very little interest in going out, because why would I go out and meet new people when I have all of these online friends, or when I have so much stimulation online? And I would consider going out a hobby.
I would consider going out a hobby. It's like how hanging out with your friends is a hobby.
Fully. Like that is probably my hobby.
Exactly. That's my biggest hobby.
Yeah.
I
feel so lame saying that sometimes.
But it's not, it's just like I enjoy spending most of my time around other people.
Yeah.
So that's just what I do.
I feel like also going out nowadays has been kind of stigmatized.
Exactly. Well, also it's different because a lot of people our age at least don't have a lot of money as well.
Yeah.
So there's that.
True. But I feel like also, I don't know, a lot of the people that I know now, and this is like no shame, no shade, anything, but their idea of like a good time is like staying in, getting high.
Yeah. Comfortable night in.
Yeah. And that's not me as a person. Like it's simply not. And I know that with certain like people that I've known throughout my life haven't really understood that, or like have made me feel like weird for wanting to go. And I'm like, guys, how old are we?
Yeah, exactly. Preferences.
Yeah, it's crazy. It's really crazy. And I do think that like media has played a role in it.
Definitely. And also like, I mean, there has been like, there's also like the whole thing with like the glorification of marijuana and like, because that, like, it's like, I don't know, it was like it took the world by storm and people were like, there's this thing. It's so much healthier than drinking and it's like also super cool. Also, by the way, I know that it's been around for a really long time.
I was going to say.
I was just saying like because when it was legalized, like that's just how it was treated when it was legalized.
Yeah.
Because then it started putting like the drinks, like the seltzers and stuff. Like the drinks took the world by storm.
But it used to be a party thing.
Yeah.
Like in the 70s, 80s, 90s.
Exactly. And people that smoked people that smoked were known as like I don't know, there was a stigma against them. It was like they were lazy, it was like hippies, like people that were like, it's a very specific group of people.
Seriously.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Whereas now I feel like it's like anyone could be a stoner.
Yeah.
Like it's like it's like people I feel like are a lot more comfortable with it, like how they're more comfortable about alcohol and stuff.
I feel like people have become less comfortable with alcohol.
Yeah, honestly. Well, I just saw a study online where it said like Gen Z is currently the generation that is like drinking the least. And so it's like,
which to an extent,
or at least
I
at
believe.
Bars. Like it's like, because it was like taken from, I believe, bar data, not like drink purchase in like grocery stores and stuff.
Which to an extent makes sense, but also not all of Gen Z is 21.
So true.
And
nearing it though.
Nearing, yeah. I would say, I think the youngest Gen Z is like
16.
Yeah. Yeah. So, but like, I feel like it's unfair to make that statement quite yet.
Exactly. Yeah.
Trust, I'm trying to change that.
Yeah, literally. Lauren will take over single-handedly.
Not anymore. Maybe a year ago.
But Honestly, yeah. But going out is a hobby. Well, it's like it takes time out of your day that you're like obviously you're enjoying it if you're doing it, I assume.
I hope.
And then it's like it's it's like emotional effort and like mental effort and physical effort too, because like you're moving around, like you're going places and stuff.
And I think going out is so much more than just going somewhere and drinking. It's socializing. It can be dancing. It can just be like
it can be like painting night with your friends.
That too. That's not quite what I'm talking about, but yeah. Like I'm talking about like going to the club, going to a rave, going to a bar. Yeah. Like it's so much more than the substances that you
might be consuming,
may or may not be consuming. Because I've had sober nights where I go, it's great.
Exactly. It's like, it's just, you like the energy of the social, like the community that it's found there.
Yeah.
It's like, it's kind of like in How I Met Your Mother.
Absolutely. I want a bar that is like
a
my
local
home
bar.
base.
Yeah.
Like I want that in my life.
Yeah.
I need that.
It adds, it adds like a certain amount of community. And so it's like your hobby is connecting with people. It's not like going out to drink. No. Perhaps drink alcohol.
Perhaps. Yeah. I think that some people consider like weed as a hobby too. And like, I think that that's also really interesting because you can do it by yourself with other people. Like you can do other things while you smoke or consume weed.
True. I don't know if I would say, I feel like I don't know if I would say that smoking weed is a hobby. Personally, I don't know if I would label it that way.
I don't know if I would, but I think I know some people who would consider it as that because they make it a big part of their personality.
That's true. That's very true. And it's like, it does take out a certain amount of time, but it's kind of like how I feel like consuming anything is not a hobby. Like, it's like I drink a lot of water. You know what I mean? It's like, that's not really a hobby. Personally, that's what I think at least.
But I would say like consuming music.
Listening to music is a hobby. Yeah, that's true. I feel like I cannot say that. Well, maybe I can say that listening to music is one of my hobbies. I would say that listening to music is one of my hobbies because I do it once a week, at least.
I do it
almost every day. I would say almost every day is when I listen to music.
Every day.
Like probably at least every other day.
Yeah.
But yeah, well, at least yeah. But then that goes into the whole conversation. What is a hobby? What is a hobby? What's not a hobby? I feel like if it takes up part of your time and you consider it to be a hobby, I would consider it to be a hobby in your eyes. Like I think the word hobby is really subjective.
Yeah.
So it's like, I personally, I want to get back into bullet journaling, obviously, as I said. I don't want to start regular journaling. I want to start regular writing. Mm-hmm. I said I was going to carry around a notebook with me, but then I didn't do that.
You still can.
So, yeah, exactly. It's not all or nothing.
Yep.
I still can start.
And you know what? You don't have to do it every day.
Exactly.
You can do it once a week.
I probably will do it whenever I remember to do it, which might be whenever it does happen.
The definition of a hobby from the Oxford Languages Dictionary is an activity done regularly in one's leisure time for pleasure.
Boom.
Yeah.
So I guess smoking could be a hobby.
I completely think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I really, some of my goals for getting back into my hobbies this year are to read more. I want to paint more. I want to get more comfortable with drawing again. There are too many hobbies that I want to do.
Yeah.
I want to play.
It's like
I want to play my guitar. I want to play my keyboard. Like,
you want to know what I heard on TikTok?
What?
There's this girl. I'm not sure what her tag is. Mm-hmm. But she picks 4 hobbies a year, and she does them quarterly. So she for the first quarter of the year, she does this hobby. For the second quarter, she does that other one, and then for the third, and she said that sometimes she'll do 2 at the same time. Like if she really likes the other one, she'll just continue doing it, but also pick up a new one.
That's so interesting. I get addicted to doing things. Like,
valid.
Well, I wouldn't say I get addicted. I get obsessed with doing things.
Yeah, for a short amount of time.
Sometimes.
Yeah.
Usually.
So there you go.
Yeah, you know what? Yeah. Yeah. I think.
Truly, yeah. Because I don't know. It gave me like, I was thinking like I could totally do that because
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, I want to do this. I want to do this. But
Yeah.
everything that I do, it feels like a forever thing. And it's like, I
That's
need to
true.
know that it's not going to be a forever thing, that
Yeah.
I can like, once this is done, I never have to do this again. And
Yeah.
also I can stop whenever I want to. Literally.
Yeah. And like, yeah, I feel like part of the reason why I want to play my instruments too is because I want to be in a band. And then I also get freaked out because I feel like my time to be in a band again is running out, which like technically it's not. I can be in a band at any point in my life.
Genuinely, until you die, you could be in a band.
I know, but I'm just like, there's a part of me where it's like, ugh, it's cringe to be in a band after a certain point in my life if it's not going anywhere. And I think that goes back into the whole like monetization of everything.
Exactly. It's like
Which
you
is
can't
so
enjoy anything if
gross.
it's not a job. Like
Yeah.
you have to monetize off of everything you enjoy. And I think that like
Literally.
we should bring back doing things just for fun.
Yeah.
Like it's like if you want to be in a band at like 40, 50 years old,
Yeah.
why not? Honestly, why not? My uncle performs music. Well, I don't know if he performs for other people, but my mom's friend's husband,
Mm-hmm.
he performs music like actively at venues for other people.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure my uncle does perform music for other people, so I'm going to say that confidently.
I
It's
know
like,
a
and they're
bunch-
both 50, like
Yeah.
in their 50s. So it's like, why not?
This
Just
sounds-
do it. Do what makes you happy.
This is a really weird way to say it, but I know a lot of 50-year-old men who are just in bands for the fun of it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We need to normalize that for everyone.
We do. I know. It's just like there's like a stigma around it to some extent, I feel, you know?
Yeah, but that's why you have to break it mentally, because
I
it's like
know.
the only person stopping you is you.
Yeah. I also don't want any of my bad drawings to ever see the light of day.
Yeah, no. Oh, I mean, but that's the beauty of a private notebook.
True.
I can also like, I mean, I personally don't rip out pages, but I also can't stand like the look. Like I don't know, I
will
want all
cross
my
things
pages to
out.
be there. So it's like, yeah, I try to do different drawings on them. Like I'll paint on top of like markers to try and make it better.
Mm-hmm.
And it's like, I don't know, it's kind of like when artists paint over their other stuff
I'm
is
gonna
what
do
gave me
that.
inspiration. Because it's like I can't stand looking at it.
Yep.
But I don't like the feeling of ripped out pages. So I'm like, I'm just going to make this into something that I like much more.
Yeah.
Or like before I used to just like every single time I would flip through my stuff, I would just flip past that page.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't need to know. I don't need to look at that.
I have a canvas on my wall that has a painting on it that I did for class that I'm not a huge fan of, that I've been meaning to paint over. And I think that's one of my projects right now. My roommate, I love my roommate. I keep bringing them up. I love my roommate. They just made a bunch of punch cards for themselves. That shouldn't be pro, whatever. They made a bunch of punch cards for themselves where every time one of their punch cards is to complete one of their works in progress, because they also like paint a lot, they do a lot of crochet, they sew things, whatever, so they have a lot of things that are like a work in progress, and so every time they complete one, they get to punch out one of their little holes and they have like a reward at the end. And I think that is so genius,
That is so genius.
because like I am also very like, I need instant gratification, and so I think that that's just like so smart.
I honestly, yeah. I feel like that's why I used to get a lot of gratification from checking things off in my planner. But now that doesn't happen anymore. So
Yeah.
it's like, honestly, I haven't been using my planner a lot because of that, because it's like, I don't know.
You've got such a nice planner.
It is, and it's beautiful. I look at it a lot. Like I'll take it out and look at it and I'll write stuff in
Yeah.
it, but I never check it when it comes to turning in work. Like I just
Yeah.
keep mental deadlines, and then it's like, yeah, because honestly, I don't know. I don't get that satisfaction, and sometimes when I look at it, I just feel overwhelmed.
That's so fair.
So I'm like,
yeah.
I don't need this life.
Yeah. I did just do something that I've been wanting to do for a while.
Oh yeah?
Where I like modeled for one of my friends, and it's not the first time in my life that I've done that, but like, I don't know, it's been something that I've been wanting to do for a while, and we've been talking about it for a while, and like, I'm very happy that it finally happened.
Yeah, I love that. And the pictures looked fire. So
I can't wait to see them, because I only saw them like on the camera very briefly, and it was very cold out.
literally, I saw them more in depth. So
Whatever.
But yeah, it's just like, honestly, this is a sign to everyone listening. This is your sign to start doing something that you've like, pick one thing. Like, you don't have to pick like 4 things. Pick one thing that you found a lot of joy in, that you feel like you've kind of you've ghosted.
Yeah.
What have you ghosted recently that you used to find a lot of joy in? I feel like we should all pick up something that really takes out the creative side in us. And honestly, creating, like, it flares up a separate part of your brain and it makes you smarter. It's proven that it makes you smarter. So
it helps memory.
Exactly.
Which I need that.
Exactly. I need that.
Yeah.
So it's like, I feel like it's time to get creative. It's time to do something that you used to love. Like,
what's your one thing?
I want to get back into bullet journaling. I really, really, really want to get back into it. I feel like I found a lot of joy in it, and then I kind of, like, a lot of bad things went on in my life, and then it really dropped. And that's something that I want to get back into because I loved creating in that way.
Yeah.
And I want to try something different because I used to do things very cookie cutter, and I want to try something more chaotic this time.
Which is crazy because you're not very cookie cutter. You're kind of chaotic.
Yeah. I'm a perfectionist.
That's true. I feel like in a lot of your, like, aesthetics.
That's true.
The things that you enjoy are more chaotic.
Yeah. And that's what I want to create. I want to create chaos. And even if it's bad chaos, it'll be good eventually because it's something that I'm making.
I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm going to finish my book.
You're going to finish your book.
I'm going to finish my book.
You can do this.
Lolita.
You can do this.
I can. Yeah, I know. It's also kind of like, it's a book that's supposed to make you feel, like, gross, which doesn't help.
Yeah, it's difficult to get through.
Yeah.
But
it's also
that's why there's
very
no
interesting.
timeline. There's no timeline.
Well, it's not my book. It's my friend's book. But also she doesn't care.
Yeah. There's no timeline.
There's no timeline.
So you will read it when you are in the mood for something, you will open the book and you will read it instead of scrolling.
I have put it in my book bag, so now I have it on me.
That's amazing.
Yeah, instead of it being somewhere in my room.
Yes. I love that. That's amazing.
Yeah.
One step closer to success.
Yeah. But yeah, I feel like trying to be on our phones less is a good goal for this year.
Exactly. Minimize that screen time.
Yeah. What's your current screen time?
Let me check. My screen time is usually pretty low, actually. I usually have around 6 hours a day, I think.
Some people would not consider that low. I do, because that's, like, I think right around where mine is. It has been. Yeah, right now it's, for this week, it has been 6 hours and 40 minutes. But that's because on Sunday it was very high.
My week average is 5 hours and 22 minutes.
Okay, flex. Yeah, Sunday it was 10 hours. I don't know what I did. But Monday it was 6 hours, and today it's been not even 4 hours.
Last Friday, my screen time is 11 hours and 38 minutes. But my phone was running overnight.
Last Saturday, my screen time was 11 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh my God. Mine was running overnight though, because I have super much, like, stuff from 12 a.m. to 6 a.m. And I know I was not awake at that time.
Actually, yeah, mine was too for some reason. But then also a lot of my time. Oh, and a lot of my time was, like, on YouTube, because that's, I think, when I was baking the cake. Or no, that was Sunday.
Valid.
I don't know. It was one
of
those
anyways.
days. But also my leisure time, which everyone should play and get always. It's been taking up a lot of my time.
But I think that concludes today's episode.
I think so.
Thank you so much for listening. We will see you next week for some beautifully awesome new content.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Go do your hobbies.
Create,
enjoy, have fun, relax. Whoa. That actually really scared me. All right. Goodbye.
Bye.
Thank you for listening to Everything is Hobbies.
Mwah.
Mwah.